Well, hello everybody, and welcome back, once again, to Minecraft, for what I believe is our 23rd episode of the survival series. If not, then it's the 24th, excuse me on that. I didn't actually take a look at how many episodes we had made prior to this, so, yeah, excuse me for that, but we're somewhere in the 20s. Regardless, I think we should start this episode out, as usual, by writing out the goals that we have for ourselves. As we walk down our newly illuminated pathways, I, for some reason, have stairs in my inventory, which I don't remember having, but alright. I guess I just didn't put them away after putting in the couch and the TV. Oh well, I can put those away in a second. So, we do, of course, still have a few, including this one, which has been looming for a very long time, our replacing glowstone with shrubs goal, which I will do this episode. I promise I will do it this episode. I guess I just got distracted for some reason last episode, and I forgot to do it, or I ran out of time. Whatever the case, I will get it done, because I have plans. Now, what else do we have? Expand the cliff base is another one that I plan to actually get done this episode, because we have, at least as I recall, just a ton of glass now, like a humongous amount of glass. So we should be able to easily construct a new room to add on to this. I'm thinking either we construct that pathway through to get to the cow enclosure and build a room over there, or we build a room directly adjacent to this. Either way, we will get a second room today. Now, what else I have is, let me look. Okay, make tree farm. I want to have a dedicated space for growing trees because while growing trees inside of our walled enclosure does work, excuse me, sorry about that. While growing trees in here does work, it's not the best it could be. We have so much room over there past that like overhang thing and past the sheep pen that is just not being used, and I figured that that's a good enough place for a forest as any, so I might as well just have a dedicated space to grow and harvest trees so they can be out of the way and we always know where to plant them. Now, what else do I have? Okay. Yeah, I only have one other major goal for this episode because the ones that we are tackling from previous episodes, the cliff base expansion and the glowstone with shrubs goal, they're probably going to take a fair amount of time, at least the cliff base expansion. So the only other goal I had was to tame a cat. Now, I knew you could tame cats in this game. I just didn't know where to find them. Now I do, thanks to some thanks to some research on my part that I finally decided to do. I know where to find them, and luckily for us, the biome in which they spawn is abundant. So we will be able to hopefully find one fairly easily. That would be the ideal situation, at least, because I don't actually recall ever seeing one, despite traversing through the jungle a lot. So, yeah, it's the jungle, of course. I don't ever recall seeing them, but hopefully we will find one today, and that will bring our fish that we made a whole area for into importance, because that's what you need to tame them. Put away my notebook, and then why don't we just get started? Now, what of these can we do first? I also wanted to go and harvest the wool from our sheep because we haven't done that yet. But other than that, I think probably the tree farm will be the easiest to get done first. So let's go grab our shears and a bunch of saplings, because those are going to be in the same area generally. Now, another thing we want to sort of think about is where we want our doorway to be to get into the other room. I think I want it to be in the middle here, but of course there's a chest that intersects directly in the middle. So we'd either have to move them, or we just have to make the doorway a little bit smaller. We'll figure something out. I think we'll probably end up just moving the chest closer to each other. Now, where is our shears? It's in our... yeah, it was in here. Totally missed it. And then we also need our shrubs, which are in farm goods. That would be this chest? Yes. Now, spruce is the main one that we're going to want. Oak, we'll just put some on the side. But, of course, we do have more spruce shrubs with which to plant. Which is convenient, because that's what we need. We should definitely make it another goal to harvest our farm today, because from what I can see of the top, it looks pretty much ready, if not, like, very slightly needing more time. Even still, we can just avoid the ones that aren't fully done. I suppose we could also take this time to check up on our sugarcane, and I just realized I totally neglected to put glowstone out here. Oops. Well, we ran out of glowstone last episode, so we'll have to get back to that one at a later date. For now, we'll just pick up some of this sugarcane, because it's all pretty much fully grown again, which is nice. We can just sort of set this and forget about it, and then we come back to it, and we have some more sugarcane for ourselves. I should really harvest our coastline, but I just haven't yet. I don't know why. I guess I just keep forgetting. We'll do that in this episode too, because we'll be out here. I think I first want to get these sheep done, because it shouldn't take too long. Also, this sapling is not growing, so I'll take it back. Now, we have a ton of black sheep and a cow that's pretending to be a sheep. I regret to inform you that this is not the pen for you. It seems like we have one light gray, or two light gray, it looks like, and then just so many black sheep. Which is fine. I'll find a use for black wool. I didn't know. I guess I wasn't expecting so many. Probably because I don't remember what my initial, what kind of initial sheep I brought in, but I think it was mostly black sheep, so I suppose I should expect this. Gave us 35 black wool and 4 light gray. Little bit unfortunate, because the light gray is the one we need. Or at least we need more for, like, the carpeting and whatnot, but black wool will eventually come into play, I imagine. Now, let's get... Whoops, my mouse just went insane. Let's go get these trees planted, why don't we? We've already got plenty of oaks around here, which is nice, but we have this whole area of real estate over here that we are not utilizing. And it looks perfectly suitable for planting just a ton of trees. So let's find some good places for them, why don't we? Now, we have this whole, like, mountainside. We've got these the tops of these, like, cliffs and stuff. What is happening? My mouse is, like, really sensitive. I'll also have to adjust to it, because adjusting the mouse sensitivity is kind of difficult while you're in a recording. But it's nothing I can't get used to. Hopefully. I think we'll just utilize all the space we have up here, or at least a large portion of it, because this is our land after all, and we might as well take the liberty of utilizing it. Down here is where we're going to have more conventional room for trees. So I will try and plant them as close together as I can without them having issues growing. These areas of flat ground are pretty ideal for growing these trees, so we'll utilize them as much as we can. An oak tree has already been growing here. You know what, we'll just take this one out. What do you mean achievement get? I don't know. Sometimes my game likes to do that, where it's just like, okay, all your achievements are now gone. It does that for other worlds too. I don't know. It's weird. If anyone knows why that happens, let me know. If it has to do with, like, switching between worlds or, like, updating different versions or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. We do appear to be getting quite a few apples, which is nice. Apples are always good to have, just for snacking on, and of course they're a vital component in making golden apples, naturally. And the more golden apples we have, probably the better it is. Okay, we just have one more sapling. We'll put it... Got our own little grove over here. I think there. That's a good spot. And then we have 13 oak saplings left over. Or ones that we haven't used yet. I guess we'll put them more around this lake area, or this little pond rather, and then we'll probably further utilize these upper cliffs and hills, because there's a little more room up here for putting some trees. I wonder if we put one right here, will that grow? I mean, probably. It's fairly isolated on all sides. I suppose we could also use this back area over here, because there's nothing really over here, to grow some trees. Just put it among the pumpkins. Then one there, hopefully grows. And our last one, we gotta think of a really good place for it. Definitely not in the place where it didn't grow before. Maybe the sheep could use a tree, you know? I think it'd be nice to give the sheep their own little tree to rest under. So we'll do that. We may do more of those in the future, but for now we'll just have one. I just now noticed that almost all the sheep have regrown their wool. Right, because they have instant wool regenerating powers. Like that. The sheep are magicians. Or at the very least, they are imbued with some sort of magic power. Like, I turn around and all of them regrow their wool. These sheep are rather powerful, and it's convenient that they're powerful in this way, because it helps me bolster my resources rather easily. I could probably just sit in here for like 20 minutes and get several stacks of wool this way, but I don't need to. I'll leave them alone for now to let them finish doing their magical abilities, and I will go deposit the resources that we've just gathered. Admire our nice walkway and our nice cliff observatory, which we will expand upon, hopefully soon. We just need to get some of those smaller goals out of the way, just ones that we had as sort of like casual aside things. Where am I putting all this stuff? I actually didn't get any saplings in return, but I did get a ton of sugarcane, so we can put all that away. And then I also got some apples. Now the major thing I got was wool. That would go in mob stuff. Well, not this mob stuff, but this one. Okay. Our wool, I totally forgot how to say words for a second. Our wool supplies are looking quite sizable. Now food, that will go here. 21 raw beef. We'll probably cook those soon enough. I don't know. That didn't work at all. I thought they would just auto-sort for some reason. They did not. Now, we have 56 glass in here. It's good that we have the glass in here, because I swore we had, like, tons, but I guess it might just all be in our chest inside. Why don't we check that? Because we're here. I will give Doggy Winkle a little snack. Hopefully they're soon to have a companion. Yeah, here's all our glass. We're gonna need that. We'll just put it up there preemptively, because we're gonna need it. I suppose I could take this moment to ask how everyone's doing. I hope well, as always. I know I've been doing well. Summer's winding down, especially the job. It's been getting really a lot less busy with what work I do, because I guess it's dependent on summer activity, and it's just been going down recently. But that's all right. It makes my job a little bit easier, and we sort of expected it anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Might as well harvest our farm while we're talking about this. I don't know. I like the work I do, but it's just interesting seeing the way that it changes as the season progresses. Got plenty of melons and pumpkins. I still don't know what to use pumpkins for. Now, what I know you can use pumpkins for, based on my guesswork and what I've seen, is you can make jack-o'-lanterns, which are a nice source of light and a cool decoration, but not much more than that. And you can also make pumpkin pie, which is a good source of food, but it's rather inefficient. I think we should still strive to maybe make some pumpkin pie at some point in this series, because it's something we haven't made yet, and it sounds pretty delicious. Just have it for the collection's sake, really. I think we do have all the materials that we need. Well, that may be wrong, actually, because I recall now that it needs an egg. And we do not have chickens. Because chickens, for whatever reason, are weirdly elusive around this area that we live. So unless we were to go out on an adventure for some chickens, or we were to just hunt chickens in the wild and grab their eggs, I don't think we're going to have those anytime soon. I'll see what I can do. Let's go up here to our second layer, where our crops look like they're having a nice time. Remember that it's sword for the melons and axe for the pumpkins, but we're only growing melons up here. Okay. Right, our plots are a little bit bigger up here because we needed to accommodate further resources, especially wheat for making our cows happy. This was potatoes, if I'm not misremembering. I think it was, yeah. Whatever. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Wait. Nope, it was carrots. Well, now it's potatoes. I don't know why I was doing carrots, really. But now it's potatoes. And potatoes are generally more useful to me. Because carrots, you can't bake them. At least I don't think so. So, not as good of a food resource. This is more for the animals. And speaking of the animals, I should really go up and feed those cows now that I have all this wheat. This is going to be our first real harvest of this upper layer since we installed it. And we'll see how many wheat it gives us, even with this limited harvest. Looks like it's going to end up giving us 57. That is pretty good. I mean, that's definitely plenty for the cows we have right now. And it'll leave us quite a bit left over for our own endeavors. Probably just feeding them again, but maybe making some bread if we feel like it. There we go. Nice. Wonderful. Alright, so now we can go and I will go and feed these cows first thing. We have a poisonous potato, which I don't think is useful. I think if you eat it, it just poisons you, and it does nothing else. Oops, I should remember to not open the gate before coming in. Now you just feed all of these cows. Just rapidly right-clicking, hoping that we get all of them. Even the ones that are mysteriously outside of the confines of the pen. I don't question how it happens, I just accept it. I think that that's probably about all of them, because I've been right-clicking feverishly, and it's only gone down about one more. Alright, I'll say that that's probably about the max we're gonna get. I mean, still, that brought us from 57 to 19, so... How many is that? I can't even count. I think that's 38. So that would have given us... why can't I do the math? Not 18. 19 new cows, theoretically. If every click was exactly proportional to 2 cows. I don't know. We'll just say it's about 20 cows that we made, which is a lot. Yes, hello. I would take you out on an adventure with me, but I'm really just sort of walking to the storage shed. Now, I want to create a path to here, but it's just kind of an awkward, like, wraparound from my house. I'll have to do it eventually, because I go to this place so often. Or maybe what I can end up doing is, when I build the extra room, I can have a path that leads just to it, like a staircase over here somewhere. And then I can build a path off of the main branch to that. I think that would probably work better, because the position of the current path is just kind of, like, awkward anyway, so... Now, where's our wheat? There we go. Oh, exactly a stack. How wonderful. Put away our poisonous potato that we don't need. Our normal potatoes, and our lots of carrots. You can make golden carrots, from what I recall, and you know what? We should actually do that, because you can use golden carrots to make potions of night vision, which I don't think we've done yet. And night vision potions sound pretty awesome for the kind of work that we do. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Go down to our basement brewing setup where our gold is also conveniently located. Now I hope I remember the recipe right. If I recall, you just surround it with it's either gold ingots or gold nuggets. We'll find out when I try and craft one. So it's a carrot in the middle, and then 8 gold nuggets around. If it's ingots, then okay, it's nuggets. So we can just drag all those. Get 7, which is probably way too many, but that's the amount of gold we had. So yeah, we're actually a little bit short on gold, weirdly. We're gonna have to go down and focus on that probably, but it's enough for now. Oh, we did make night vision potions. I totally forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that. I guess I'll just have these golden carrots. I'll keep a few in here, probably like 5, but I'll just keep the rest as a snack, I guess, see how good they are. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that, but I don't know, whatever, I guess. Good to know that we had them. And it seems like I drank one already. Huh. I totally forgot about that. If any of you know what episode that happened in, please do let me know, because my brain totally blanked that out. I guess it's just what you get when you make so many of these. Your brain just blurs it all into one sort of general idea. So we did our tree farm, and that's about all we've done so far. Now, we need to do this glowstone shrub goal, because I've been talking about it so frequently, and I've never gotten to it. So we're gonna do that right now. Now, for that, we need some trees. Luckily, we have some. Now, if you use shears on their leaves, not only is it immensely satisfying, but you get the leaves. I think this is the only way to really get them, besides the what is it? The Silk Touch enchantment, which you can put on tools. But this is the easiest and most efficient way anyway, so it's better for us this way. It also likes to drop everywhere and just make a mess, but that's fine. We can clean it as soon as I can reach that last leaf. Now, if I left this just log pole, I think that'd be a little bit funny, but also, like, why would I do that? There we go. So out of one tree, we got 55 leaves. That's pretty great, actually. We probably don't need too many more. We'll probably just do one more tree's worth, because each little shrub thing that I plan on making is probably only going to take 3 or 4 pieces of leaves. So we don't have to go too crazy. Just have to reach them first, because apparently I'm too short to actually reach any of this stuff. And I think there's some that landed on top of this tree as well. So we gotta jump up here. And I think a stack and 47 is probably plenty. Now, the other things we need for this is gonna be a block of dirt and some wooden trapdoors. Now, we just grabbed wood, so we can very easily make the trapdoors. Dirt, we will have to go up into the storage, but that's no problem. Now, trapdoors are like this, right? Yes, okay. So we'll just make as many as we dare. That's probably not even going to be enough. That's fine. Now we just got to go up and grab whatever. We have so much dirt that we can just... We'll have enough. We only need 1 per shrub, and there's probably only like 20 anyway, so we'll just grab this stack, and that should be totally fine. I don't even remember where I saw this particular decoration. I just remember seeing it at some point and thinking, that would be cool. I think I want that in my world. Now, let's first start by getting rid of these old glowstone towers, since they are now pretty much obsolete. I mean, I still like the look of them, but I think that having a more, an option with more greenery would just, I don't know, I feel like it would add some aesthetic value. And also, we've got enough glowstone anyway. So we start with 1 block of dirt on each one. Now, for some of these, we'll be able to totally surround them in trapdoors. This is like sort of emulating the basket of the typical potted plants. Now that side's going to be interesting, but it should be fine. Yeah, these ones over here are totally going to be surrounded, so they'll look the most correct. Now, for each of these, I will do 1, 2, 3. There we go. I like the look of that. Yeah, we'll do 3 on each. And you know what? I actually just got a an idea with this middle thing that we could do. Vaguely similar to that over there. Let me see if I can articulate it, because we should be able to do this just right now, since we have the resources we need. Take this and sort of make like an archway. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out well. I like the look of that already. Since we had the like sort of central hub looking thing anyway, so might as well just sort of keep that in spirit with these leaves. And I think it'll look nice. Now, the grand question at this point is if I want to do anything in the middle. I think we'll just cover it. Or maybe we'll do like a, maybe we'll leave it like this with the plus. The plus looking formation. There we go. Looks a little strange in the middle. You know what? We'll do a, we'll do it like that instead. There we go. I like the look of that. I feel like that looks rather nice. It just adds something different to this place. Now, I need to go around and look for all the other lamps that we had, and just replace them in exactly the same manner. Dirt. We'll just do them in sort of bulk. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Yeah, we're already running out of trapdoors, so we are going to have to go get more wood. We might as well just harvest the trees that are currently in our vicinity, because now we have a dedicated place where they go, so we can just get rid of these other ones, since we don't really need them. I don't know if the trapdoors are wood dependent, like they look different depending on what wood you use. I don't think so. I don't think that's, I mean, it's the same with doors. I think it's just whatever wood you use, it's just door. I don't know exactly, but that's what I assume. I do think you have to use all the same wood when crafting it, though. I don't know where I'm getting that information. I think I'm just, like, making it up in my head. We'll see. We'll experiment. We'll just gain some Minecrafting knowledge. I'm not sure if we need much more than this. We might not even need to use the spruce, really. We can just sort of leave the spruce for other building things. Might as well, I guess, since spruce is a rather important building material for certain installations, mostly just the house. So let's just make as many of these as we can. Looks like 26, which is probably going to be more than enough. Put these in here. Now we can put in the, not the bow. We do not want to plant bows. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And then we got one more down here. 1, 2, 3. Break that. And then this one will have it on 3 sides. Oops, not like that. Having it sticking out, that it doesn't look the most flattering that way. There we go. And then we got one more down here, I think. I don't know if there's any more. Oh, there's one down near the fish house. Speaking of the fish house, once we get this done, I think we will actually spend some time down there, because we need to, of course, get some fish in preparation for... That was funny. I mean, it still looks correct, so I'll just leave it. Anyway, as I was saying, we need to get some fish in preparation for our taming of the cat. this last one, I don't know if there's any more. I think there are some more down near the, whatever it's called. The farm and the cow enclosure. Totally forgot how to say words there for a second. I think I still am, because I keep just, like, totally blanking out on what the correct word is. But that's all of them over here. Now, this area, of course, needs a little bit of illumination. But it's nothing we can't do. Just make sure that it's not too dark so that monsters don't take kindly to this place. Of course, now I'm noticing that this area down here looks like prime monster spawning territory. So, we will have to go and address that. Oh, I totally forgot about this. I just left, like, construction pillars. Oops. I don't know why I did that. I mean, I guess I was just, like... I was in such a rush to get this part done that I just totally forgot about removing my scaffolding. Now, oh, I thought I saw a zombie for a second. It was just the water. My heart, like, stopped. I don't know why. Let's drink this potion of night vision, see what it does for us. Ooh. Ooh, I like the ethereal glow that it gives everything. The periwinkle glow. Hey, see that nice reference? Not really. It was a little dumb, but I don't know. I like that color. You could have probably assumed that. I think it might be one of my favorite colors. Oh, we even get this cool little menu thing here that tells us how long we have left. That's nice. I like that. Let's get our leaves in here. We're gonna have plenty of leaves for this. No worries at all. And I think, besides this one, I think that's about it. Now, this might be a little bit difficult to fit in here because of the torches kind of give it they kind of make it hard to actually, they make it impossible to put anything there. So I guess we're just gonna have to leave those sides untorched for now, but that should be fine. I like the look of it. I think it adds just a little bit of something to this place, a little bit more personality. Now, something I would eventually like to do, I mean, like, eventually, like, long time, because it's probably going to be annoying to do, is similarly to the way I built this sort of roof over this, this pathway, I want to have a roofed pathway over all of this path. Either made out of shrub or cobblestone, probably, or maybe even wood planks and glass, like the path we already had. Whatever the case, I do eventually want to have some sort of path. But for now, we'll just have these little shrub installations, and we can finally cross that goal off. It has been tantalizing us for the longest time, and now we can finally say that we've done it. Now, I need to go put away all of the everything that I have in my inventory. Hang on, what? Why is my difficulty on peaceful? When did that happen? Oops. Sorry about that. I think it's because I had a peaceful... That was dumb. I was wondering why there was nothing happening and why my hunger wasn't going down. Sorry about that. And of course, the moment I turn it back on, the spiders show up. I did not mean to do that at all. My apologies. I was playing on a different world, I think. I think I was doing super flat stuff. And I guess I was playing on peaceful for that because I didn't want slime spawning. Well, we will run... Luckily, it wasn't too long, as in, like, a third of the episode, which is... whatever. I will try to not do that again. I should really check these things, but I guess I just forget. Well, now we know, and now we know to check that. It feels like there's always something. There's always something that I forget to do. Guess it's just me and my forgetful brain or something. Now, glowstone dust can probably go in miscellaneous, along with a glass bottle that we don't really need. Yeah, there we go. Now everything is working as normal. I was wondering. Just have a golden carrot as a snack. And put away our dirt. Okay, now everything works out. That was a little dumb, but I guess that wasn't the worst thing. We still got stuff done. and admittedly, while it had a little bit less of a threatening feeling to it, it was still progress that was probably not dependent on monsters or hunger anyway. So, yeah, hello zombie, my old friend, or rather my old enemy. This night vision is nice. It makes construction quite a bit easier to comprehend. And it also makes it hard to tell what time it is. I mean, it's still night, so it's still useful. Now, what else can we do? I should really look at the goals, because I don't know why I forgot to do that. I guess I will take a look at this, and I will also take a sip of my drink. Okay, so the major ones that I have to do in this episode that are remaining are taming a cat and expanding our cliff base. Now, I think that expanding the cliff base is probably going to be the better thing to do right now, because it's probably going to be the most time consuming, and it's something we've been talking about. Taming a cat is a new goal. It can wait if it has to, but I think that it's probably finally time to actually get started on that. Now, I would love to utilize my new favorite method of TNT mining to make this quicker, but I don't have any TNT ready-made. I think I have one piece. And, of course, I would have had sand for making TNT, but I turned it all into glass. So, that's a little bit unfortunate. I suppose we should just take this moment to think about where we even want this to be. I mean, I want it to be this way. I think what I probably do want is a connection between the cow enclosure in here. So we are going to have to make a note of where this is. You know what? I have an idea. Let's do some coordinate estimating. So this is going to be a Z of 1265. So that's what we need. That's what we need to mine to on the other side. Of course, we're going to have to get right in there with the cows, so we'll just have to build a quick wall to make sure they don't immediately try to start running out. So the idea is we're just going to mine in until 1265. Now how am I gonna... Where am I gonna put this? Probably here, I think. I will just build this in there and then put in a wall so they can't get through. Build in a few. Probably that's good. And then we just dig this way until we hit 1265. Which will take a minute at this point, but it should be fine. Yeah, more mining, more just digging out, so rather mundane, not exactly great to watch, but now's the time to talk about, I don't know, whatever. Because like I've already talked about work. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been doing much else. I've just been it's just been either going to work or recording videos when I don't have work. So I haven't really been doing much in terms of like fun getting out there activities. If anyone else has, I'd love to hear about them. Oh. Well, that's conveniently located directly to here. That's interesting, actually. So we got that path built in. Right as our night vision runs out, and right as day falls. Or day breaks, rather. Apparently I missed a cow perishing, and me placing a block, rather in a rather interesting position. Okay, so now we really need to think about the logistics of how this chest is going to be. This chest is in our way, and we need to think about if we can either move it or reduce its size. The thing about these is that they are the mob stuff chests. They don't have that much in them, really. I think we can move them. Oh, well, if all the stuff didn't fall out of that. Yeah, so we'll just compact this down. And it should work fine. I think, yeah, this was all mob stuff, and this is all animal stuff. There we go. We actually do have a single egg, which is nice. Raw beef doesn't go in here. I think that's actually it in terms of that chest. Not the raw beef does not go in the dirt chest. That will not end very well, I don't think. Put the raw beef in there instead. Keep these, because we're gonna need them, probably. And then we put the chests away in our tools area. Is it our tools area? Where do we put our chests? Yeah, we do put them in here. Okay. So now all we gotta do is move these signs. I'll just move them to either side. So this is gonna be mob stuff. So it's like that. Well, it's two. I don't care. And then this one is gonna be food. Whoops, I did it backwards. There we go. So now we have, it's a little asymmetrical, but that's not the worst thing in the world. So this is on 1264, 1265. So now we just mine until we find the other tunnel, which should work out just fine. So it's not actually too bad so far. Of course, this is just the basic tunnel. I want to actually build out a structured room next to that cow enclosure. So that's going to be our next big task, but this tunnel will be nice to have for traversing. Of course, now we don't have night vision anymore, so the game is getting immensely dark. And I don't have a torch. What I do have is rather dangerous. I should really just make torches since I'm all... yes, I should definitely make torches since I'm making myself the most ominous hallway directly on my doorstep. We have tons of coal anyway, so... Whoa, my mouse just went crazy there. Let's just do this, why don't we? Make 8, 9, 32. And throw a piece of coal on the floor because we're so excited about digging a tunnel. This is just temporary, just need to see and help you guys see because, you know, this is more about you guys. Like, it's fun for me to play the game, but it's more about having you guys have a watchable experience, something to look back on and hopefully enjoy. I hope everyone's enjoying the series. It makes me happy to see people are enjoying it. I think I hear a skeleton. I think that it might be above me. Also, wow, this is rather long. Ah, right. I'm remembering now. Okay. So we are going to have to dig a... Okay, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think we're going to need that one dug out. There we go. Okay. Now, do I want this to be 2 blocks tall, or do I want it to be 3 blocks tall? I think I want it to be, well, whatever the height of this place is. So, 3 blocks tall, I think. I'll just put those torches there for now. Now we just get to dig the rest of this out. And then, of course, we're going to have to replace all of these walls with cobblestone, but that's no issue. We do have plenty of it. Hopefully. Because, of course, what we've mined out is just... I think what we had in our inventory was just what we dug out from here. Or maybe we had a few more handy, but... Whatever the case, we should be able to fill this out pretty easily. Dig this out. I don't know why I'm struggling to think about this. think it's like this. Yeah, that should work out. Alright. Yeah, my brain just sometimes struggles to think about how the logistics of this stuff is going to work. But it should be fine. It's just a tunnel. The hardest part is definitely going to be replacing all the walls, but I don't know. It shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Break out all this to make it a nice, spacious tunnel. Have another golden carrot, because we've got them. See, they fill at least 3, which is nice. I think it's that's just about as good as a baked potato. Break this out. Now, should we furnish this, or should we? I think we should actually just empty out the we should definitely plan out this room first, because we're here. Now, I need to think about how this is going to work. So I need to not let the cow in. Okay, so it's going to be inset at least. I think we're going to have to wall this off. That's probably going to be our wall, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this needs to be in quite a bit, actually. I'll just dig through here until I make it back. Hopefully I make it back. Hope I don't just dig into a wall and have to guess. Okay, so that's the that's where our room is gonna start, because I think that's the lowest point in the back of the wall. Yeah, and it's pretty consistent too. So we'll just dig until we sort of run out of room. Okay. That's probably about, I think it would be about here is the point. Yeah, okay. So we'll say here. And then we'll just, how big do we want this to be? Probably at least symmetrical. So it would have to be 2, or maybe we could make it asymmetrical and it would be fine. Because I want it to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, we'll make it 2 extra this way. Okay, so this, so we have to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2. Oh, hello. Well, this is conveniently placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is awfully convenient for just a random cave. Of course, that means that it's going to be fairly open to the elements and creepers. But I mean, it's very nice for building. I just have to wall it off, of course, because evil monsters are going to take rather kindly to this place. I mean, this is all going to be isolated anyway when we actually build it out. I suppose I can just take this time right now to fill in this wall and just pretend that that side doesn't exist. Which, I don't know. It works. We don't have to worry about that for now, I don't think. If we want to connect back to it, we can. Yeah, that cave is very conveniently placed, so we don't even have to, like, mine out half of this. Which is nice, because there's a lot to mine out. So I guess we won't have this full wall be glass, we'll just have one section of it, because, of course, this section over here... Hello, rain. I was just thinking about how it hadn't rained in our world in quite a long time. At least I didn't remember. But there it is. Yeah, this is not the most entertaining, but I'm trying to expedite it as much as I can. Yeah, the cave did quite a bit of work for us, which is very nice and considerate of the cave. See, I enjoy the rain sounds in this game, but if I turn them up any louder to try and get to try and enjoy them more, you would A, hear it through my microphone, which wouldn't be good because I use open back headphones, and it would also, the cows would be so loud that I would be like, I couldn't hear the rain anyway. So I'll just appreciate it in its soft rumble for now. There we go. Almost done with the major mining, and then it's all replacing the walls. That's the major thing here. But once this is actually done, we will have a nice, very convenient path in between some major points of our base, and we won't have to go outside to walk between them. We can just sort of live up here, hide out if there's any major danger out there. Like if there's, for some reason, a traveling horde of creepers that just decide to stand outside all my doors. We can just hang out in here. Now, yeah, this is another thing where I can just put some torches in so the mobs leave us alone. Now that would be an awfully convenient place to put a mine entrance, but we don't need it for now. Just fill all this in. Alright. Now putting the glass in is going to be an interesting task, but we'll do that after we get this cobblestone placed in. I think we'll go around first and we will find all the parts that are not stone, because they're going to take less time to dig out. Including this wood, these pieces of grass that are just randomly here. And then all of this roof, which is dirt for some reason. Get this dug out. I believe we're coming up on about 45 minutes of recording time here, if I remember correctly. Which is pretty good, but we've definitely got plenty of time left. I don't know why I grabbed the dirt, like I was gonna just immediately fill it back in with dirt. That would not have been the best move, I don't think. We also have coal in here, which is nice. I don't really need to mine it all out, though. If that bothers anyone, I will probably go back and get it, but we have so much coal, and we'll have so much more anyway, that I don't think it's going to be the biggest deal in the world if we just don't mine out that little part. Let's get these walls put in here. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this is not gonna be the most interesting thing in the world, but it has to get done, and we can get accompanied by the cacophony of cows who sound very enthusiastic about this whole thing. Which, good for them, but also they're a little loud. It is rather interesting that the path terminates over there at exactly the point where the mountain ends. So we can have a convenient glass window, or a path to the outside, even, because that would actually be a nice installation, I think. If we just put some double doors there, then if we're up here, we just need to go outside, we can just go right to it. I think I'll actually do that. I'll just make it all formal and whatnot. But I think that would be a nice installation, especially having up here where we don't have access to the outside yet. Whoops. Dug into the place that I'm not supposed to explore yet, or that I said I wouldn't. Yeah. This is all just like methodical. Dig it out, put it back in. I'm probably gonna break a pickaxe doing this. My brand new diamond pickaxe, but that's what they're there for. They're tools that are meant for being used, and we are using them. Yeah, we'll just finish digging out this last part and then fill it all back in. And of course we'll have to light this place up nice, but we'll do that, of course, at the end when it's all actually fully installed and nice enough looking. Now, I don't know what we're going to furnish this part with, if anything. I mean, we're at least going to have something in here. Frankly, this could be a new area for, like, our enchanting station or whatever. I will eventually replace this wall with glass, by the way. I just don't want the cows to spill in here right now. Let's dig out these walls, because why not? Put those in. Take these out. Now, where does the wall actually end? There, okay. So we'll just leave all this. We'll make this all cobble, and then from, I think, where? Here? Yeah, from here to the left, it will all be glass. That was really good placement, me. So this one, that works. We'll have to dig more out, obviously, but that should be fine. The floor is probably going to be the most time-consuming part. I mean, everything's going to be time-consuming. This is all just, it's all just, like, very slow building, so it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but I just wanted to get it done, and I was putting it off every single episode because I just never had time. And really, this is the thing I needed a whole episode dedicated to. The other one was even a bigger project, so this isn't really that bad, I don't think. Like, it could be worse. The other one was bigger, and it took more time to think about because we had to sort of plan it for the very first time. Now that we've done it before, it's a little bit, it comes a little bit more naturally. Dig out the floor here. I'll just do it on, like, columns and then fill them in and then go back. That was nice. Very slick. We'll, of course, break out those pieces of wood under there because I do want the part underneath the glass to be all stone, or cobble, rather. Of course, that will come with finishing work, so later. And also, again, I just don't want the cows to explode into here because they already sound like they're exploding all over the place out there. Or just like, there's just a lot of them, and I don't want them to intrude on this because they make it very hard to place blocks. Yeah. Yeah, the pathway is probably going to be the, I don't know if it's going to be annoying necessarily, it's just more work. Work is work, even in Minecraft. It's a job we gotta do, and it might not be fun sometimes, but we just gotta do it, because we can't get it finished unless we go ahead and do it ourselves, because we can't necessarily, hire someone to do this for us, because we live here by ourselves, so we gotta do it all ourselves. My goodness. No idea what that was. Sorry about that. A lot of loud noises going on outside right now. I'm hopefully trying to filter all them out with noise suppression and whatnot, but things just happen here. Especially my neighbor's dogs. They love to get enthusiastic, I would say. Now we will go ahead and dig all this out. Because we actually did finish the primary room, at least I think. Unless I just totally blanked and missed a whole part of it. Now we can finally get away from the cow noise and towards the rain. Well, I should really just do one of these at a time because it's a little faster. And a little bit nicer. There we go. I think there's either a smoke alarm going off or a mail truck that has arrived. I don't know if that's picking up on the video. Again, my apologies. I try to keep these recordings rather clean, but things just happen sometimes, and I can't really do anything about them. I would love to live in this perfect environment where nothing ever happened and it was always quiet, but I don't, so sometimes there's just noise. My apologies, but I don't know. There's not much I can do about it in this current state. Just hope that it stops. Dig out this wall. Yeah, this isn't the worst thing in the world. It takes time, of course, but I don't know. It's all fairly benign. Nothing too hard. It just sort of comes naturally. It sounds like something is catching on fire and then being put out like a zombie or something. I'm not sure, though. My lava is totally isolated, and everything else, there's no other place for things to catch on fire. And it's raining, so I don't know what's going on. Let's just dig all this out, because now we're very nearly done with replacing all the walls. Oh, good. Get this out. Gravel, one of my mortal enemies in this game, along with dark hallways and noises, and lava, actually, which was the cause of our death last episode. Rather unfortunate, but it was going to happen eventually. Yeah, I saw a comment that was like, it's impressive that you got that far without dying anyway. And I thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, I really haven't died in 20 episodes of recording. Like, several months of playing. I mean, almost a year, really, because I took a huge break in between episodes 1, 2, and 3. What is going on out there? Something is happening, and I don't know what it is. Because that's the noise of something being quenched, like from being on fire. But I don't understand what could possibly be on fire right now. I don't know. I will go investigate after we finish. But that zombie, I think it's the zombie, but I don't understand what's going on with the zombie. I'll have to go figure out what's going on down there. Almost done with this wall. Then, of course, we have the little part down here. That's fine. There we go. Forgot how to build for a second. Whoops. My brain is forgetting how to build. But we are almost done. I don't know why I decided to put the torches on the one wall that was unfinished. That seems like a bad decision in hindsight, but I don't know. Hindsight's the best tool for recognizing mistakes. Then with this corridor is done, except for lighting, of course. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but we'll just put them in as we need them. We'll find a way to evenly space them, probably. Yeah, that works. I won't need to put these in because the stairs are going to be on that. I'll just build out a little pathway here for when we eventually install the door. I don't know why I'm totally forgetting how to, like, build anything. My brain is just blanking. My apologies. It's just happening, I guess. Yeah, that should be fine. Then I'll just dig out the floor, put it there. Yeah, that works for now. Now we just gotta go back and do this whole corridor. So, similarly to what we've just done, and fill it all in. So I gotta scoot forward a little bit there, because I kept scooting back for some reason. Don't know why. We may break a pickaxe, but we can always make another one. And we do have another one in our inventory. It's just broken itself. Now, I think you can use an anvil and you can combine tools, but I also think it costs a lot of experience. And frankly, I don't have very much right now. Like, 16 levels is alright, but I don't know if it's enough. Especially not for something that big where we're combining enchanted diamond tools. I think it's just, like, the more rare the material and the more enchantments it has, the more expensive it becomes to combine. Let's do this in little chunks, actually. Feels a little bit more satisfying to me, and easier for my brain to comprehend. There we go. Oh, and I ran out precisely on 4, which is nice. This also works in 4s, which works better for these stacks. And that's a prime example of why I was doing it like that, because I just totally messed up. So this one needs to be... I will put stairs in here at some point, but right now I'm just trying to get all this installed. I'll just do this a little bit at a time, I think. Whoops, camera freaked out a little bit there. We'll go until this next torch. The torches will be the very next thing after we are done with this part. I don't even know how I did that. I have to put at least one torch in here because it's getting too dark even for me, let alone the viewers. There we go. Put all these back. It is nice because it feeds back into itself with the whole mining out. It gives you cobblestone. It's nice. It's just like, it's still work, so I don't know. There we go. All right, that's 2 walls done, and then we have this wall and the ceiling, and that's it for actual construction. Then we just have to light the place up and furnish it. Now, I had a ambition. I don't know how well it will work given its intensity of resources. I wanted this whole pathway to be glass and lava, but that seems like it's going to take way more lava than we have ready access to. Even with those huge lakes down there, I don't know if we're going to have enough lava to fulfill that goal. So, again, maybe a distant future thing, but for this very moment, no. Just not now. We're already doing enough work in this episode on this, so I don't know. We'll save it for another day. Whoops. How do I keep doing that? I guess I just ended up doing this one in the old fashion of just building in lines at a time, so we'll just use it for now. It works well enough. Oh, as I say that, I mess up. Very, very good, yeah. Very good example, obviously. And then with this one, besides the roof, which, it's like every time I think we're getting there, it's like there's one more thing. Then we do this, stairs, and lighting, and that's it. And the doors, of course. And then, of course, we also have the glass on the other side. Now, in regards to the goal I have to tame a cat in this episode, I don't know where the nearest jungle is. I know there are some around, but I don't remember exactly where the nearest one is. I think it's east. I don't recall, but I think it might be east. Or, southeast, even. We'll see. Put these back in. There we go. Alright, now... that's all the cobblestone. For now, at least. We have a little bit more on the other side, but that shouldn't need more than a stack. So we will put all of this away, leaving just one stack for ourselves. Put away the dirt, because we don't need it. Gravel, because we don't need that either. And then now what we need is a glass, which is in here. Yes. I'll grab 2 stacks just in case. Some stone stairs, and a lot of torches. Let's do... oh, we also need doors. Where do we have any doors? I don't think we do, but we can definitely make them. I will take this, make this. We need to make 2 doors. And then put them in at that little exit area, this junction down here. Whoops, totally forgot that they weren't in a stack. Don't know why. Put on our stairs. Now it's all about... I think we should do lighting first. put those in there. Just to make it all even. I'll do spacing of 3. Let's see how that works. It sort of works out. If I put these here, then it does. So we'll just do it like that. There, not there, there, and there. Okay. So that works for that side. Pretty well lit. We're going to need to make more torches, but luckily we are within arm's reach of all of our everything. Break these out. Well, I'll leave them for now. So let's go grab our coal. And then just make the remainder of these into sticks. And do this. That's plenty. Now let's see how 3 works out for this. There. Not as well. Okay. So maybe if we do 2 instead. So we'll have to break all these out, but that's fine. This is all just like math stuff that my brain is having trouble. That works a lot better. Okay. So every 2 instead. I can just put them where the light... Ow, this is making my head hurt, actually. Don't know why it looks like that, but there we go. I'll actually put some torches on the outside of this to dissuade monsters from coming in here. We're trying to break in the door. That's our hallway done. Now we just have to get inside here, and then the glass, and then this door that I totally forgot about. And then finally, we will be hopefully done. Let me see how this works out. Okay, so it'd be every... That's fine, yeah. There we go. And then we just do... it doesn't quite work out as well. Maybe 3s? No. Ugh. It's like... I think the line of symmetry is here. I actually can't tell. I don't remember if I made this room odd or even. I wasn't really counting. Yeah, that's the line of symmetry, so we'll just run with not that. Is the line of symmetry? No, it's not. Okay. This is gonna be fun to think about. There we go, okay. Just took a little bit of figuring out, but we did do it. Now this side's going to be a little bit more interesting, but this side needs to be glass first. We will start by doing this top layer so the cows can't attempt to break in. Whoops. Forgot that part isn't going to be glass. Or that one. Oops. I'm doing really well. I think the all the construction is getting to my brain. So we'll do this section. Oh, we also need to get this part done with cobble. There we go. We do need to be careful with our glass because it doesn't come back after you break it. This middle part should be the easiest. And then this bottom part is probably going to be... It'll be fine because they can't squeeze through that anyway. Just dig this out. Break these. Replace it all with cobblestone. Yeah, they're actively trying to escape right now, but it works well enough. There we go. Okay. Now when we break these middle ones out, this place is well lit enough. Works for me. I will have to go out and break those pieces of stone covering the glass, but that's fine. There we go. Now we just need to do this part. This is probably going to be... I think this is pretty much the last part. It's just the doors. So we got to go make just a few more. And then I'm still not sure what we're going to furnish this place with. Probably not much for now. Maybe just a few chests. Just for whatever. What was I looking for? I totally forgot. Doors, right. Yeah, the construction is definitely getting to me. We just need 2, so we can get... This should work out to be pretty perfect for that. There we go. And now we need all the chests that we've accumulated. There we go. Now we go over here. And finally, after... I think that was 40 minutes of construction, which is not an insignificant amount of time. We can almost say we've concluded it. We're not quite there yet. Gotta put this doorway in. That zombie has a conviction. There we go. No. Well, okay. No, stop. Okay. These cows are immediately trying to escape now that there's one door opening. That's why I tried to avoid them doing that. Because I knew that they were going to try and immediately just swarm that place. Hey. Okay, this is going to be rather difficult with the cows. Let's put our doors. So I need to put this one in like that. Then put this one in rather quickly. Oh, the floor. Oops. So I gotta be ready. Break that. Oh, this one too. Oops. Well, you know what? It's fine if a few get in there. Or if they just decide to wander out on their own. That'd be nice too. There we go. Okay, we did it. Finally. Okay. Now we can just put some random chests in here. For whatever we please. Gather these. Well, we have to go out there, but that's fine. The cows are rather enthusiastic about the new installation. I mean, I am too. You can't really tell because of the exhaustion in my voice, but I am rather happy with how this turned out. I mean, the fact that we got it done at all is nice. So now we have this convenient pathway in between our 2 rooms that we've installed. A nice path to the outside, so we don't have to go through the wall, and we can just stay up in here if we need to. And there we go. Never did I think that silence would sound so blissful, but the cows were serenading me that whole time, and I can't say that it was the most enjoyable experience. Yes, I hear you, spider. What else do we have? A random piece of flint, which goes in here. Then we have leather, one stack of cobble, and some beef. And that looks to be about it. And some coal, of course, but that just goes in here. Throw that in here, throw this in here. And there we go. Wonderful. Okay. So now, finally, you can't even tell it's there. It just blends right in pretty seamlessly. So now, finally, we can remove this from our goals. Now, I think I honestly want to leave the cat taming goal, because that was a rather large thing that we just did. And while taming a cat probably wouldn't be the most difficult thing to do, I just don't know where the jungle is. I have no idea where the nearest jungle is, so we might just leave that for the next episode, frankly, and that'll probably be one of the first things we get to. But we did the major thing. We got the cliff base done. We got the shrubs put in. And I don't even remember what else we did because my brain has been thoroughly occupied by the what we just did. Right, we also planted a bunch of trees. And we should actually go harvest our sugar cane right now because I said I was going to do that. It's been waiting for me. Wow, look at all the trees out here. They're growing even more thoroughly out there. We'll go take a peek after we do this. We'll just do this because we can, because they're just hanging out. This one is still growing. I have no idea how it did that, but I daren't question it, because I'm afraid of the magic it possesses. Break all these out. I'll probably miss a few because they seem to like falling, but we will definitely have plenty anyway. Huh. That actually only worked out to be just a bit over a stack, which is weirdly less than I expected. Because our little sugarcane enclosure over there gives us a little bit more than this, even. So I guess we did make a rather efficient sugarcane farm. Well, I mean, I still like the look of the sugarcane coast, so I'll leave it that way. This place is looking a lot more lush, and they have a little tree to hang out under. Now this area over here, looking a lot greener. I'm liking the look of this now. Of course, one of these shrubs hasn't grown, so we'll take that back. That one also hasn't grown for some reason. But yeah, this place is looking quite a bit more lush now. Rather more filled with nature, which I like. Try not to take too much damage here, so we don't witness our second death near immediately. I think we can actually go take a look from our little tower thing. I don't know what the proper name for it is, like the towers that they have in castles. If any of you know, feel free to let me know, because I have no idea. I don't know anything about castle terminology. I just know that there are so many terms, and that they all relate to castles. Climb up here, allow us to get a vantage point of all the work we've done today. Ah yes, that looks much nicer. Just the presence of trees, it feels so much less barren already. And our ever-expanding home base, now more thoroughly built out than ever, with its nice pathways, its walkways, the house, the cliff base, the installation that you can't see, inconveniently placed there, and our double-stack farm. I'm really liking the way this is building out. I love building out this world. I like just seeing how much we can expand it and how much we can sort of transform the land into what we want it to be. I always enjoy it, and also these nice shrub installations. Forgot to mention, but they're very visible, and I think they add a little bit of something. Well, honestly, I think that that's probably about it, besides the sugarcane that I need to put away, because we did rather a lot of work today. And it was all a lot of internal work. Mostly this. I mean, that just looks nice. At least to me. We have so much sugarcane. So much. We will be able to use it for pretty much anything. This is the main thing that we've done today, and I'm fairly proud of it. We even got this little walkway to get out if we need to. Which I like having. Because walking through the wall is fine, but it can be a little bit awkward if you're up here anyway. We got this little viewpoint to view our cows, some chests for whatever, this extra room for whatever we please, and easy access to out here for feeding, I suppose. These will probably house wheat and whatever else I need to upkeep the cows. Well, yeah, I think that that's about everything that we're going to be doing in this episode. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't get to tame a cat, but I promise that we will get to it soon. It's just maybe in an episode where it's not quite as busy and constructive, because that was rather a lot, and I think that we can pretty safely call it a day after all the labor that we've done. Put this away. Alright. Well, say goodbye to Doggy Winkle. Goodbye. And then I think we will conclude this episode here. Alright. Well, I'd like to thank everybody very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to press the like button, or even press the subscribe button on my channel if you'd like to catch some future episodes. I hope you've been enjoying the series in general. I always love to see the positive feedback and involvement on the episodes. I'm always grateful for it, and it's nice to see that people enjoy the series. Well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.